Hello YouTube! It is Thursday the 22nd, and this video comes to you in two parts. Part 1 is a game, and part 2 is a shout out for part 1. Recently I had a theater assignment called Text, Truth, and Lie, and this was a monologue that we write comprised of 3 parts. 1. Text, which is someone else's text, 90 to 110 words that you can intersperse throughout your monologue. 2. Truth, a true event that happened to you. And 3. A lie, any part of it that you can fabricate. The idea is to present all of these as a seamless whole and for people to listen to it and guess which part is which. So this will be easier for you guys because you know me as opposed to my theater class who does not. Without further ado, here is my monologue. Take what you will. You should date an illiterate girl. Sorry, but it's true. Date a girl who doesn't read. You can see her, can't you? Pretty and sweet and empty-eyed and smiling. That's important. Wherever you find her smiling. Make sure it lingers and the people she's talking to look away. I'm not always smiling. I'm not that pretty and I'm not that sweet. But I'm a reader. I mean, I've always been a reader. I was a 7th grader that carried around 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea with her. Always had her nose buried in Doyle and Shakespeare. So, I mean, of course I wanted to be an English major. You know, of course it was a no-brainer. And, of course, you thought it was cute. I mean, of course you thought it was stupid. You make my life so goddamn difficult. But you have no idea, really, what it's like. I mean, you don't know what it's like to look at the page in front of you and will yourself to draw characters out of the blankness, to put pen to paper and make something. I mean, you don't know what it's like to answer these innocuous questions like, oh, English? Do you want to teach? With this stupid smile on your face and knowing how dumb it feels to answer, no. I want to write. There's that look. Oh, that same flash of pity in their eyes, in your eyes. Like I don't know. Like I don't know that this is a risky dream and that it's unpredictable and mostly impossible. I mean, trust me to know, okay? So, last year, I tried to write a novel in a month. 50,000 words in 30 days. And yeah, I was applying to college. And yeah, you probably would have been all concerned if you'd known, because you're driven and clever and want to be a lawyer and your life is all planned and perfect. And you know what? I didn't finish. I mean, of course I didn't. You know, I had 4 APs and 2 plays and 8 classes and 15 schools to apply to. I got 15,000 words choked out. 35 pages of a pretty bad, pretty decent story. Still can't decide which it is. But that's a start, right? And I am excited. I am so excited for this crazy, stupid life I'm making myself lead. And you never were. I mean, you never were excited. You know, it was always just a means to an end for you. And you keep telling yourself over and over that the girl who sits in Starbucks is for you. I mean, the one in the corner with the glasses who chews on her pens and lets her drinks grow cold untouched. But she's not. Because the girl who reads, she insists that her narratives are rich, her supporting cast colorful, and her typeface bold. I mean, she has spun out the account of her life, and it is bursting with meaning. She's not going to accept this quiet, comfortable life you're going to lead. So date your illiterate girl. Date her because she won't know any better. You know, she'll follow on, smiling, never dreaming there could be something more. Don't overtax her. Talk about nothing of significance. Do little thinking. It's easier that way. You'll never feel hurt or desperate. I mean, in fact, don't be overly concerned if you cannot feel at all. Because you will never understand. You or your illiterate girl. You will work and sleep. You'll have children and small dogs. You'll let the years slip by unnoticed. But I have it written on my walls, on my books, in my tea. I feel it underfoot and in my breath. We are all stories in the end. So really, Don't date a girl who reads, because girls who read are the storytellers. And you're just not worth the telling. Wasn't that fun? Okay, so if you would like to actually make guesses about that, do it now. I will distract. Pause the video. So you want the answers? The truth. I did try to do NaNoWriMo. I tried to write a novel in a month. The lie. The entire character I was talking to was totally invented. I think the only pre-lawyer I know is Nikki Becker. And I would never say anything like that to Nikki Becker. Nikki Becker's awesome. Also, she likes boys. And number 3, the text, is called You Should Date an Illiterate Girl by Charles Warnke, who is a 22-year-old essayist, and he posts some really, really excellent things online that you should totally go read. I'll put a link down there. I'm trying not to copy John Green, but I can't think of any other name for it, so I'm just going to call it the doobly-doo. Yeah, down there on the doobly-doo. Originally wrote You Should Date an Illiterate Girl because he doesn't like girls who read. I mean, it's a very sarcastic piece, you can tell. But yeah, no, there's a bunch of lines in mine that are Charles Warnke's, like, you who make my life so goddamn difficult, and you should date an illiterate girl, and do little thinking, talk about nothing of significance, and she has spun out the account of her life and it is bursting with meaning, and she insists that her narratives are rich and her characters are bold, and don't date girls who read because the girls who read are the storytellers. Part 2. 2 comes to you from a Jessie with hair back down because this is later. So, you might notice we have a new subscriber. Her name is a Razzleberry, which is really fun to say. She messaged me on my private channel that she and a bunch of her friends had also started a vlog channel. So, she was sweet enough to subscribe to us. I'm subscribed to their channel. They're really entertaining. So, you guys should go check them out. I'm going to put a link down in the doobly-doo. Just go show them some love. I will see many of you tomorrow, and I'm super excited about it. Until then, stay excellent.